Here we have for sale our 2016 on a 66 plate Ford Transit L4H3. These are also known as the Ford Transit Jumbo. This is the 2.2 TDCi 155 brake horsepower model, and it is in the Trend spec. This van has just come into stock, so what we're going to do now is have a little walk around, have a look at the condition and also the spec that is on this particular vehicle. So as we're going around to the rear, you can see always a giveaway with the Trend. It's got the Trend wheel trims. On the side loading door, you will notice there is an extra little lock there just behind the handle. They are locks for vans, slam locks, and I will show you how that works. We've also got one on the rear doors as well. So two different main types of locks. You can get deadlocks, which are basically just an extra lock on the rear door, which you have to sort of manually open and close. And slam locks are a little bit different, where as soon as you literally slam the door, as soon as you shut the door, it locks it. So you don't even need to think about actually turning the key to lock the van, only to actually open it. As we were going around here, you can see condition-wise, for a Transit Jumbo, this is incredibly straight and clean. A lot of Jumbos do, unfortunately, because of the length of them and the overhang here, do sometimes get clipped on the rear, but this is very, very straight and true. You can see on the back here we've got the rear parking sensors as well, and as I say, I'm just trying to take in as much of this bodywork as possible, and it does look to be in very, very good order. Of course, like any used vehicle, I mean, this vehicle is 4 years old now. You are going to get the odd little mark here on the plastics and things like that. It does happen with used vehicles, but overall it is in very, very good order. If we have a look in the cab, let's have a look at the spec that you get on this Trend model. So looking up on top of the driver's door, we've got electric windows. We've also actually got electric folding mirrors. We've got auto-activated lights and wipers. We've got the multifunctioning steering wheel. So on the right hand side here, this is where you've got the radio controls. You've got volume, and you can also answer and hang up the phone. And then on the left hand side, this is where you've got the onboard computer. The onboard computer is just up here in front of you, and on there you can see that it has got 54,257 miles in it. Currently the engine is running at the moment. You can see that it's idling there correctly. No warning lights on the dashboard. Looking at the driver's seat, nice adjustability here on the driver's seat. So this is the height adjustability, and this is for the height of the front of the seat. So you can actually turn that sort of up or down. Not sure if that's showing up there in the camera. And then we've got the nice driver's armrest. Always a good thing to have in a transit van. It's sort of a staple of the transit van, the driver's armrest. This particular model as well, being that it is a 66 plate, this right on the changeover year of when they became Euro 6, and I did double check on the website here. There's on the government website, you can just see there at the top, that's the reg number of this van, and you can see there no ULEZ charge for this vehicle. So it is classed as Euro 6. You can take this into the ultra low emission zones without having to pay the congestion charge, as you can see there for yourself on that website. Got the fold down work tray with the cup holders and also somewhere to store some paperwork. If we climb inside, if we have a look on the left hand side of the steering wheel, we've also got cruise control here. Being as a 155 brake horsepower engine, it does come accompanied with a 6-speed manual gearbox. And then also, if we look up here on the radio, you can connect your phone to this as well. So a nice little spec just there. We've got this hatch just on top for some extra storage, and we've also got a USB AUX and a 12 volt socket in there as well, and you've got another 12 volt socket just over there also. You have got some storage underneath the seats in a Transit, so you can fold them up just like so. You've got some storage under there. You can do exactly the same with that far seat as well. We take out the keys, and we're going to go and have a look in the load area of this van. Just one thing I wanted to show you as well. As I mentioned, this is Euro 6, but one thing, just while we're going around the front here, we've got front parking sensors and front fog lights. I say it is Euro 6, which would usually mean it has got AdBlue. On a Transit, they're located underneath the fuel cap, but there is no AdBlue tank on this particular one. So you get all the benefits of it being Euro 6. You can go into the ultra low emission zone areas, as we saw on the government website, but you, as I say, haven't got to worry about it. You haven't got to worry about the AdBlue, which is the sort of proverbial pain in the arse about Euro 6. So you get the best of both worlds with this van, being that it's right on that changeover year. As we open up the rear barn doors, you can, the side loading door, should I say, you can see that it is ply lined in the rear. Of course, the ply lining is used, but certainly this does not look like this has had a heavy life. This is probably the original ply lining, so 4 years old of ply lining. That is not bad at all. We can see they've got the factory fitted bulkhead. We've also got some storage above there. We've got some load lights on the roof, and as I mentioned, with the slam locks, so the door is obviously open as it stands here now. We actually need to put the key in there to release that. So when you shut the door, that door is then locked. So what you need to do is put the key into the lock, turn it, and that will then open up the door. So I say it's literally a case of as soon as you shut the door, without touching anything, that door is locked. Fantastic for security, but just make sure that you don't leave your keys in the back of the van. Thankfully on this one we do have 2 keys for the locks on the doors, which is an absolute must when you've got slam locks. If you open up the rear barn doors, it just gives you a chance to have a look in the back of here. And a nice feature as well on a jumbo is you have got what they call the 270 degree rear barn doors. So you can open those barn doors right the way out, all the way there as well. But all in very good order in the rear. So just to summarize, this is a 2016 on a 66 plate Ford Transit Custom Jumbo Trend. This is the 2.2 155 brake horsepower. As you saw on the government website, you can take this vehicle into the ultra low emission zones without having to pay the congestion charge relating to that area, but without having the AdBlue tank underneath the fuel filler there, which these Transits would usually have. So best of both worlds. Being a Trend as well, fantastic spec, parking sensors all round, cruise control, and I say little things like the wheel trims which set it off, and then you've got the slam locks, of course, for the extra security. If you'd like to inquire, here are our contact details listed at the bottom of the sign. Feel free to give us a call on either of the numbers listed there. We can arrange finance at very competitive rates, starting as low as 7.9% APR. Of course, that is subject to the credit strength. Usually speaking, the VAT is the minimum deposit. Sometimes we can get them accepted with a slightly lower deposit, but generally speaking, if you can work on putting the VAT down, then that will stand you in pretty good stead. We can also take cars or vans in part exchange as well. So if you'd like to come down, have a look at this van for yourself, maybe take it up for a test drive, feel that 155 brake horsepower power, then give us a call. Thank you very much for watching.